patience and getting our daily morning ritual started. So good to be here with you. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate our time together. Thank you so much. Such an honor to be here and help activate, energize, and cleanse together. Mm. Let's begin with a Wei Wu Wei Ching. The Wei Wu Wei Ching is a poetic version of the I Ching, and it will give us our message from the universe from the day. So, Brian Brown Walker created both the I Ching translation and the Wei Wu Wei translation that we read each morning. And this morning we received number 9, Wind over Heaven, the taming power of the small. The best effort one can make is the gentlest effort. Wei Wu Wei. Quietly, persistently direct the mind toward emptiness. When all thoughts and ideas have dissipated, then make no further effort. Just breathe. This is the only practice required of a human, the best one, the one that perfectly purifies our lives. Beautiful. Well, let's use this opportunity now to jump into our meditation. Our meditation is about setting our intention for the day, resting into our meditative space, becoming more present in our body, coming into this very moment that we're in right now, knowing that this moment is perfect and that the perfection of this moment is us coming from our hearts, knowing that our intention is manifesting in this moment, our 90-day, 1-year, 5-year intentions. Feel the compassion for yourself in your heart. Feel the compassion for your family and friends. Feel the compassion for all beings, knowing that everyone is doing the best that they can, despite all the agitation in the mind, all the agitation from society, all the illusions that we believe, the grooves of the mind that we tend to believe are real, are actually grooves, patterns, repetitions of previous experience that we project onto the future, and we retell the stories of the past. It is our opportunity to come back into the present in every moment and know that this moment is the only moment that truly exists, that all other moments are just stories, fabrications in the mind, stories that we tell, stories that the mind tells. And so there is a center of awareness that we each have in each moment that is without thought. The center of awareness, you could say, maybe even emanates from the heart. The Japanese say the heart is the seat of the soul. You could say it emanates from the entire body. Just know that who you are is a timeless being who's experiencing this human experience which leads us to believe all the illusions of society are true, when in fact what is true is who we are beyond space and time. So let's set our intention, feel it happening in this moment, know that it is happening in this moment, and let go of all expectation and just know that it is happening. Visualize your intention, feel it happening, and let's begin our meditation. Rest. in your seated position. Feel the perfection of this moment. Feel your smile. Probably the most powerful yoga you can do is smile yoga. Feel in your heart the joy of this moment, the grace of another beautiful day, the grace of this moment. Feel your intention happening. Let's begin. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Excellent. Very nice. Beautiful. So let's dive into our cleansing, activating, energizing breathing. This breathing technique is an ancient yoga practice, yet it's being studied now by Wim Hof. If you want to check him out online, WIMHOF, and many YouTube videos of him being interviewed. He does extreme cold as well as this breathing technique. This breathing technique goes to the amygdala, and the amygdala has been disconnected from the rest of the brain due to agitation, and are being thrown into this agitation through the intensity of society, the speed with which we move through the world, and all of the expectations that we put on ourselves for things that we should be doing. In fact, a lot of that is the construct that's been created for other people's benefits, so that we keep our economy running, buying products that we probably don't need, and worrying about things that we probably don't need to worry about. So this breathing technique is 4 cycles of 40 breaths. First cycle, 40 breaths we go through. Actually, each cycle we go through at the 40th breath, we exhale completely down to the bottom and just hold it there. So just follow along and you'll experience the benefit of reactivating this deepest part of the brain, the amygdala, reconnecting it. Repeat your intention in your mind as you're doing this practice. Feel it happening in each moment. Know that it is happening in each moment, and let go of any expectations. And as we reconnect the amygdala to the rest of the brain, activating 100% of our brain, we will be connecting our intention into that and activating the deepest part of ourselves. This is called a sadhana. This is the Indian practice, or Indian name for the practice of activating our highest self, putting our highest awareness into the driver's seat, putting the mind and the habits into the passenger seat. They become the tools for the implementation of our highest awareness, our highest intention, coming from our heart instead of our minds. This is the journey that we are on to create for ourselves, for our families, for our friends. So beautiful. Go into your Wim Hof app if you have it. It has a retention timer. And let's begin. We start with a deep inhale and a deep exhale. All the way down to 0, expel all the air in your lungs, all the stagnant air that's not been moved out due to not exhaling all the way. Kind of an intense inhale, kind of a serene exhale. If you purr on your exhale, I've found that works pretty well. Kind of vibrates the body, feels good. Use your abdomen, mid-chest, upper chest as you inhale, then exhale, upper chest, mid-chest, abdomen. Bring in the oxygen, bring in the energy, bring in the chi, the prana, the orgone, the 0 point energy. Last 10 breaths of our first round. Deeper breaths than before. Feel your body vibrate. Last 5 breaths. Get ready with your retention timer. Last 3 breaths. On the last breath, exhale all the way to 0 and hold. Repeat your intention. 2. Exhale all the way to 0. Push your retention timer. Hold at the bottom. Repeat your intention. Feel love and compassion in your heart as you're experiencing your intention happening in this moment. Deep inhale, hold. Release all the toxins on your breath. Release all the thoughts that you don't need anymore. Beautiful. Well, let's dive into our second round and just again continue to feel the energy vibrate through your body. Repeat your intention in your mind. Know that it is happening right now. Your 90-day, your 1 year, your 5-year intention. Feel it. See it in extreme detail. I encourage you to spend some time during the day, whenever you have the idea, journal, write down the intense detail that you feel and see happening as your intention unfolds, as you perform the actions that will bring about the intention, and know that it is happening right now, in this moment. Feel it and know it. Beautiful. Let's begin. Deep inhale, deep exhale, all the way down to 0. Everything's perfect. Have the deepest compassion for yourself. You're doing the best that you can. Just keep going. Activating energizing, cleansing. We release toxins in our breath. We're releasing the draining thoughts in our mind. Thoughts we don't need anymore, we're deleting. We're reactivating every cell in our body with our breath, with our chi, with our prana, with our oxygen. Last 10 breaths of our second round. Feeling our abdomen, middle chest, upper chest, inhale. Releasing from upper chest, middle chest, lower abdomen. Beautiful. Feeling our willpower activating as we do this exercise, this practice together every morning. Last 5 breaths of our second round. Last 3. Get ready with our retention timer. Last 1, inhale deeply. Exhale all the way down to the bottom. Start the retention timer. Repeat your intention in your mind. Deep inhale. Hold. Release all toxins on your breath. Release all draining thoughts that you don't need anymore. Feel the joy in your heart. Feel the compassion for yourself, for family, friends, all beings. We're all doing the best that we can. Our intentions are manifesting as we do this activating, energizing, and cleansing breath. Building the deepest parts of our brain together, turning on our deepest immune system, relieving anxiety and depression by reconnecting, releasing the tension in this part of the brain. It's almost like we're squeezing and then letting go, and in that letting go, the amygdala lets go, and we come out of fight, flight, or freeze. And beautiful. Such a beautiful practice. Thank you so much for being here this morning. I love being here love doing this with you and with everybody that is joining our army of activators and energizers. Bring your family, bring your friends. Know that this is free every day. What is most beautiful in life is free. I do this as a donation to you. Feel free to follow, feel free to share, and bring this to more and more people as we turn on everybody to this beautiful practice. Spread the word, spread our intentions, realize our intentions in manifesting in the world. What better way to make your intentions unfold than to bring more people in and to join us with this beautiful practice. Their intentions, our intentions, we're all bringing our heart and soul into this world and activating all the visions that we know are possible and are happening in this moment. Beautiful. Let's begin our third round. Deepest inhale and deepest exhale. All the way down to zero. And inhale. Intense inhale, serene exhale. Hi, Masrika. Beautiful for you to join. Thank you so much, Masrika, from Bangladesh. So beautiful to have you here this morning. As we spread the word to everyone across the globe, we activate the entire globe together. I look forward to visiting you in Bangladesh, Masrika. Last 10 breaths of our third round. Feel your intention happening in each moment. Visualize it, experience it, know that it is happening, and let go of all expectations. Feel it in extreme detail. Last 3 breaths. Last 2. Get ready to exhale completely to zero. Repeat your intention. Hold your breath at the bottom. Start your timer. Deep inhale. Hold. Exhale, release all the toxins on your breath. Release all the draining thoughts that you don't need anymore. Feel your intention happening in each moment as you come back into your heart, in each moment. Directing your mind with compassionate thoughts, thoughts of your highest intention, feeling it in your heart, feeling it in your body, knowing in your soul that it is happening, knowing that in your highest awareness that it is happening in each moment. Who we truly are is the one between the thoughts, the awareness that exists between the thoughts. And instead of letting the thoughts run away with draining energies or desire or anger or pride or shame or fear or guilt or apathy, we're coming back into our heart, feeling the joy in our heart, feeling the love in our heart, feeling the peace and acceptance of the world as it unfolds so beautifully. When we come out of our minds, come out of stories that the mind tells about the past or the future, we realize that magic is happening around us at all times. If we can just slow down, be present and see it, it happens in each moment. Truly divine, truly such a blessing to be here. I'm filled with such gratitude and appreciation for all of you. For you, Masrika, thank you so much. Thank you all for joining wherever you are. Know that in our hearts we're all connected, all beings, when we're here in the present. And this is our journey as humans, is to make this journey from our heads back to our hearts. Beautiful. So, yes, I'm happy to answer all questions, so feel free to ask them. Let's do our final round and I'll answer all questions that people might have. Feel free to put them into the chat. Let's do our final round of breath. I know some people have their mornings here in California, their work to go to. So we'll finish up with the fourth round. The fourth round is slightly different than the first three rounds. The fourth round, while we're on the full exhale, all the way at the bottom after the 40th exhale, we do push-ups very slowly while no breath in the lungs. 5-second repetitions very slowly. It's an opportunity to be present, be in your intention, feel in your heart, just be coming back into this very moment. And do as many as you can. If you can do it on your toes, great. If you can do it on your feet, great. If you want to be on your knees, that's great. If you want to stand as you're learning to do push-ups, you can do them against the wall. If you just want to do them seated, if for whatever reason you're not able to stand or do push-ups on your toes or knees. And if you have trouble using your arms, feel free to smile and do push-ups with your smile, like this. Okay, beautiful. So let's begin with a deep inhale and a deep exhale. All the way down to 0. Expel all the air. Nothing left. Deep inhale. cat purring exhale. Beautiful. Keep repeating your breath. From your abdomen, middle chest, upper chest, inhale. Exhale, upper chest, middle chest, abdomen. Feel the energy activate in your body. You want to squeeze your perineum, brings the energy up. If you want to squeeze the bandha, the energy ball in your stomach, you can do that. That helps bring the energy up to your heart. Do whatever you can do. Do the best that you can do, and I'm sure that's all perfect. Feel the tingling sensation all over your body. Imagine golden bubbles activating your each and every cell, bringing it back to its original state, its purest state, its stem cell state. Well, it's the last of the 30 breaths. Let's begin our last 10 breaths. Move into your push-up position. Last 5 breaths. Get ready with your retention timer. 4, 3, 2. Deep inhale, begin your retention timer. Exhale all the way to 0. Repeat your intention in your mind and just be present. Exhale completely to 0. Deep inhale. Hold. Release all the toxins on your breath. Release all the negative, draining thoughts that you don't need anymore. Come back into the present. Know that this moment is such a beautiful gift to be here together. Such beauty happening in each moment. If you like, move into a forward stretch. That's it. Reach your ankles. If you can reach further down your ankles, keep doing that. Move a little bit further each time. Maybe rock back and forth between your sit bones. Spreading your sit bones a little bit. If you can reach your toes, grab onto your toes. Feel the stretch in your upper back. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings, behind your legs, your sit muscles. Feel them. Oh, so good. Such a pleasure being here with you each morning. If you can reach the bottom of your feet, do that. Reach around your feet. This is part of a practice, an ancient practice that's being studied now with modern science and being proven to be accurate. All the ancient sages from India, from around the world, have known these deep practices to activate, move the body, release the tension in the mind, come back into the present, because in the present is the moment that we have choice. We don't have choice in the future, we don't have choice in the past, we only have choice in this moment. This is where we choose, and we choose our thoughts to be our highest intention. We choose to be present, we choose to be accepting of others, even though they might be agitated in their own thoughts. We recognize that there's so much in society that has led us to this point of being in agitation, and we're letting it go. We're activating our highest selves. We're activating who we really are. It's our awareness in each moment, between the thoughts, being completely present together here. So beautiful. I'll take some questions. I see Masrika has a question. How can you burn fat? Well, I would say it's a number of factors. It's going to be diet. It's going to be also going into understanding kind of a deep emotional question, a deep spiritual question, as well as diet and exercise. It's around emotion. Hi, Zia. Good morning, good morning. So what happens is in our diet, we're not eating a lot of healthy foods. A lot of times we're eating what is convenient. A lot of grains are convenient. They're also kind of addictive in that they activate a kind of emotional response. And so we end up eating a lot out of emotion. We end up eating to let go of negative emotion, give us some energy. Unfortunately, that energy, if it's rice or a wheat or any of the grains, tends to send our insulin level very high, and then it crashes. And when it crashes, it tells the body to store that energy as fat. So first step in a way of reducing fat is to start being more aware of what you have in your house for food and what you eat when you go out. I do encourage people to buy food and make it for themselves at home with love and care, and let that food that you have in the household be the food that is most uplifting. Let go of sugars, let go of sweets, let go of grains, and come back more into the beautiful taste of vegetables, of things like hummus, of things like lentils, of things that are combinations of legumes and vegetables. If you would like to have some rice with that, of course, but reduce the amount of rice, reduce the amount of wheat, and reduce the amount of grains. And you'll see a reduction in mood swings as well. The second part I would say is increase your amount of good fats, and so that would be coconut oil, olive oil, and those oils, if you were to have a tablespoon of oil, either straight out of a spoon if you'd like, or make sure it's within each of your meals, whether it be on a salad or in a prepared dish, that you have at least a tablespoon of healthy oil with each meal. And what happens then is when you're having healthy fats, it gives the body the fat, and the body then knows that it doesn't need to store fat because it's going to get fat uh, in each meal. And the body actually starts shedding fat when it knows that it can get fat through the diet. So this is actually a technique that martial artists use to get six packs, very smooth stomachs, flat stomachs, is to have a tablespoon of coconut oil 3 times a day. So you might give that a go. And then what I would say is notice what's happening emotionally. And part of our practice in activating and energizing each morning is to release the anxiety that is in our amygdala, release that part of the brain that holds us in fight, flight, or freeze. And so it's much easier to cope with emotions when we are no longer in that and we're more present. So go into the emotions of why you might be eating and wanting to kind of feel better. Are you getting enough love and touch from your family, from your friends, from your lovers, from your day-to-day life? Touch is very, very important. Touch is nourishing. Touch and affection are love expressed in a physical way, and our bodies react to that. And so a lot of tension can come away from simple touching, whether that be cuddling or holding hands or simple long hugs with lovers, friends, family. It doesn't have to be sexual. It can be purely just a beautiful holding, a beautiful presence. If you're in a hug where you're heart to heart with somebody, that's even more powerful as your hearts are coming together and you're feeling love and compassion with them. So, seek out a friend and just hold hands or hug each other. Cuddle more with your children, cuddle more with your spouse, cuddle more with your partner, and you'll experience a relaxation. Chemically, what's happening is the glands are releasing oxytocin. Oxytocin is a calming hormone, and that hormone helps us relax, helps the body relax. I would also say exercise. A lot of us have, especially here in the West, maybe less so, outside the United States, but especially in the United States, perhaps because it's such a big country, but also because we've become addicted to driving cars. We don't walk as much, and so it's important to get out and walk, get in the sunshine, get out in nature. Nature is the most beautiful temple, and so experience the outdoors every day. Walk under the trees, feel the sunshine on your face, and that will bring joy into your heart. And also, I would say, if you have an opportunity, take off your shoes and put your feet on the ground. And if you happen to be near a tree, to touch the tree and connect with the tree that you're next to. And trees are a very powerful consciousness. Their energies extend down into Mother Earth. And if you connect to a tree, simply by touching it and feeling the presence there, feeling this very calm, centered, rooted presence in a tree, that you can release draining energies into the tree, and the tree will be happy to return them to the earth for you. So those are some of the practices that can help you reduce fat in a wide variety, and also bring just joy and pleasure back into your life. So, thank you all so much for joining. Masrika from Bangladesh, Zia, wherever you're joining from. Thank you for all of you who are watching later in the day when you have time. Feel free to leave comments, follow as we do the daily morning ritual every morning, activating, energizing, and cleansing our bodies and minds and coming into our highest intention. Thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining. Until tomorrow, enjoy this beautiful day, another beautiful gift that we've received. See you tomorrow. Love you.